Rivers are to the planet what veins are to humans. They're transporting water throughout the mainland so we can use it to basically live. We can grow fruits and vegetables, farm, drink, and clean ourselves, ultimately enabling us to life. From history, we know that people always settled at riverbanks for obvious reasons. Many of the greatest cities today were built around rivers, such as London, Frankfurt, and Paris. So, what would happen if suddenly all the rivers stopped flowing? And what impact will this have on humanity? Because here's what would happen if all the rivers in the world dried up. Hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoy the content, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our amazing scenarios. The Amazon River is the world's second longest river, with a length of almost 4,000 miles. That's 6,400 kilometers. It flows through 9 countries in South America and essentially empowers the Amazon rainforest. With its countless smaller rivers that enter the main river, it has spread its wings into every corner of the rainforest, so much that without it, there wouldn't be a forest for long. If the Amazon dried up from one day to another, all farming in those countries would come to a stop, ultimately putting people's life at stake. Many people depend on farming as the only way they know to produce goods. They eat them or sell them on the local market. Equally, large-scale agricultures as we know from USA and Europe require great amount of water, which is taken from rivers. If there is no more rivers around, agriculture will be interrupted, at least as long as people figure out how to transport water from the ocean to farm their lands. In this case, they still need to filter water to turn it from salty into fresh water. One good news is that some companies will eventually be in a difficult situation since many are illegally disposing their waste in rivers. This is happening in predominantly less developed countries. However, there are cases that show even companies in the USA are using the rivers to get rid of their waste. What a shame, if you ask me. No more rivers means no more fish in the mainland. If you're a hobby angler and like your weekend getaways at the river with friends and family, just know that neither the river nor the fish will be around. You might want to think of getting a new hobby in this case. The surrounding plants and trees will also die. The trees' roots go so deep that they can take up water in the ground, which is filled up with, you guessed it, water from the river. And if there's no river around, the trees will only live as long as the groundwater levels are sustainable. Animals, as we know from documentaries, are using rivers to drink and clean themselves. If the rivers dried up, they would have to migrate in a way they've never seen before. They will follow the remainders of the river as long as they can find water. Subsequently, hundreds of thousands of animals will die within days. And what about effects on humans? For one, we will have to find a way to filter ocean water and transport it to all corners of the planet. This means that wealthy countries will obtain the machines that are able to make water drinkable quicker and distribute it to their citizens. Poorer countries are left out and will have to either come up with their own ways or wait for support from charities and organizations. Trade will also experience a fallback, since rivers are also used to transport goods from cities to other parts of the country. As sad as it may seem, some people will consequently not make it, as they were heavily reliant on rivers. It is therefore possible that millions of people will die from thirst before help can reach them. Let's try to keep our rivers clean and allow our beautiful planet to breathe. Make sure to check out our channel for more epic scenarios. We're sure there will be at least one scenario that you've imagined yourself. Thanks for stopping by. See ya.